The following podcast contains real reviews and the ridiculous reactions of two would-be oracles of the internet. The opinions expressed and presented are mere musings, so please humor their hijinks with a laugh and not by taking anything they say seriously. Seriously.
Hello and welcome to ReviewParty.com. I'm Brent.
I'm Matt.
We have a show for you this week. It's casted by Pod, if you don't know about that, and it's on the internet. It's about the internet. Internet reviews. Places like Yelp, Google, Amazon, TripAdvisor. You know the places. You know the funny people with the 3-wolf moon and the Bic for her pens and the gummy bears that make you poop.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we talk about all that good stuff. We let you know about even more funny reviews. They're just out there. And then, if just to get your money's worth, we're funny too. The whole thing is freaking a barrel of laughs. Does that about cover it?
That is, yeah. Welcome to the now.
Barrel laughs make me think about Barrel of Monkeys. Now, there was a toy, boy, I tell you what.
That's
You
some
take
good
those
stuff.
out.
Yeah.
You hang them. You go, man, I wish I had about 30 more cans of these so I could actually do something interesting.
Yeah. It's a classic Toy Story. We need more monkeys. And it's like, there's no more in the barrel.
Yeah, it's not that many monkeys in that barrel. But, do you have a review?
Yeah. Do you want like a heater, an opener? Or do you want something with a bit to chew on?
Oh, just bring some heat. Wake me up here before you go.
Wake me up, King. I got from Letterboxd a review for The Passion of Joan of Arc, film from 1928. This is a review from Lauren. I haven't seen this. I don't imagine anyone listening has seen this, but we kind of know the story of Joan of Arc, right?
Yeah, she talked to God, and God told her to kill a bunch of people.
And then, I think she got sated, or at the very least, we like respect martyr. You get yours. This review from Lauren. Lauren writes, Joan, watch out. The church is about to bring out the burning stake. Oh my God, she has AirPods in. She can't hear us. Oh my God. 4.5 stars. I don't know much about Joan of Arc other than what I said, but I think a lot of youths attribute them, see her as like a self-insert. Joan's one of us, man. Joan's one of us. She puts on the baddie playlist she gets to doing their thing, and, what happens. The chips fall where they may.
A lot of girls put Taylor Swift on and think, I'm listening to the voice of God right now.
I can't be held responsible for what I may or may not do under this high divine influence.
Right. She's got a blank space baby, and she'll write your name.
I don't know.
She's got a big Wikipedia page. She must have been up to something.
She had some hijinks the other day. I think young Joan was running around living her best life.
Stealing, fostering stray cats.
Wearing armor.
Wearing those hats that are kind of like Rasta hats, except for girls that listen to indie music.
Okay, yes.
You know what I'm talking about? Those knit caps.
Yeah, I feel like I know. She's being a sort of gender fluid hero as well.
Yes, they should give her a gun. I'm sure Wikipedia articles will be way shorter if she just got a gun. I talked to God today, and once again, he wouldn't give me a gun. So, does he really want me to back up the stuff that he's saying to me, or what?
What am I supposed to do? Carry a sword around?
Yeah, in this day and age, you can't even go into a damn Wendy's with a sword on your belt. But I know for a fact there's weird old guys in trench coats with like 30 guns in them walking around going to Wendy's and stuff.
And they got fedoras on. Dang, we got Joan's signature on Wikipedia. That was a pretty sick sig.
That's a kind of thing you can only do with a ink and quill. We gotta go back, man.
Gotta go back.
Of these tablet kids, we need ink and quill kids. Draw sweet little pictures with them.
Well, I have to, aside from Taylor Swift, I'm just gonna put like some what's her name, Marina and the Diamonds on Joan's playlist. Who else?
Linkin Park for sure. She's she sort of stopped listening to them, and then now she's listening.
Right, because they have a female lead singer, and she's like raw as heck.
She have a female lead singer. They got a lot more sauce, a lot more cultural sauce now that the
seriously
lead singer is.
What's that? Heavy is the crown. Is that song that I actually like? But she like goes hard. It's You do yourself a favor, old Linkin Park fans. Go listen to that song. And be like, holy cow!
Nah, I think she might be MAGA.
Oh, what?
I hate to break it to you. Yeah,
God.
she was under some flack. I don't know how it all turned out, but I think she has some strange ideas about the world.
Well, her parents are prominent members of the Church of Scientology. I'm being told. My sources tell me. So she's all mixed up.
But Joan probably thinks that's funny in an ironic way. She talks to God, so like she doesn't have to worry about that type of stuff. She's having chit chats with the dude.
Anyway, what do you got?
I imagine talking to God is like going to a fancy therapist's office, like in The Sopranos, that Tony goes to.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, Joan, how do you feel about that? I was gonna say keep a media review. I guess that was a movie review. We'll take a movie to the modern era. I guess this is a TV show. In fact, I'll start by saying I don't know what the hell this is, but everyone's talking about it all the time. I've got an IMDb review for Ted Lasso.
Okay, yeah.
It's an Apple TV show that started in 2020. I don't think there's any way I'll ever watch it.
Are you a Jason Sudeikis fan?
He's fine. If he's in a movie, I'll probably be like, there's a funny guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was in what? Horrible Bosses?
Horrible Bosses 2.
Wait, does Jason Sudeikis suck? Is he not in actually anything funny?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
He's in like Portlandia? The Return of Court. He's in Eastbound and Down. That's funny, but okay. I mean,
respect.
Yeah. I don't know.
I feel the way about him that I feel the way about Ed Helms. It's like people adore you for reasons that are still a mystery to me. I haven't been convinced yet. I have seen some Teddy, and it's cute enough.
At least he's in The Office, including years where people thought it was still funny.
Mm-hmm. True.
He called Jim Big Tuna and played Call of Duty 2 in that one episode. So, and he's in The Hangover. People like that.
People do.
He's in Captain Underpants. I don't think Ted Lasso or whatever Jason Sudeikis has got this resume here.
Just the SNL years.
Yeah, he's in freaking Evan Almighty. Anyway, this is a show that people always talk about, but I don't really know much about. It's about a coach. And of course, IMDb is filled with only good reviews, so I'm going to rate these good reviews and find out why it's good. Exactly what comedy should be, says Vote for Elza. On the surface, that seemed to be goofy and fun, but then a few episodes in, once I had my guard down, I suddenly realized what a beautiful thing the show's creators are trying to accomplish here, and I was nearly in tears. Almost like whenever I'm under the weather and a sentimental commercial makes me start bawling, except in a more inspired way. Ted Lasso is exactly what I needed, exactly when we needed him. Easily one of the best new series I've seen in a while. This is what comedy should be. 10 out of 10. And then also it's 10 out of 10 stars.
Okay. When was this review written?
August 14, 2020. So
okay,
fresh.
Yeah. Yeah, see, this came out in 2020. People are all sad and depressed at home. And here we have like a sweet show. I think that's part of why people got really into it.
Okay. So people like this, like people like Animal Crossing.
Yeah, Animal Crossing would have been great regardless. But yeah, it was like a perfect storm for Animal Crossing and Ted Lasso to just come in and give some good vibes.
We need the good vibe show. Let me like it. Let me
go ahead and let my guard down so I can see some beauty. Excuse me? What sort of walls you putting up that you're not letting beauty into your life day to day?
Yeah, she needs to be weakened. She needs to be in a weakened state to see beauty usually.
Needs to be poisoned. Every few steps you take, there's a little.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're walking around the RPG overworld, and every 3 steps you get that. And mostly, you don't really care if your party member dies. You mostly just want the to every few steps to stop.
Yeah, that heightens every sensation.
I have another one from King Asmar.
Okay.
It won over my cold heart, they title it. The premise is almost maddeningly stupid and cliche, but the performances, tone, and writing are so pitch perfect, yes, I know, that this one appears to be a resounding win. Sudeikis is so inoffensively handsome and manly when he slaps on Ted Lasso's indefatigable smile and positive outlook. He has even the viewer, who knows this is a complete work of fiction, believing in him. Hannah Weddingham's Rebecca Smulders in every scene. So that actor's character, Smulders, is what she's saying. Yeah, it's a hot character. An absolute smoke show. Woo. So hot it nearly hurts the eyes to look at. Though you could not pay me to look away.
Oh.
With an interesting gallery of supporting acts orbiting Ted, he shines brightly and draws them all in, albeit quite reluctantly. I was one of the cold hearts Ted Lasso won over. His charm and love for the most simple joys, including wordplay, makes his presence irresistible. The first 3 episodes serve as the most deft first touch. I wait with bated breath to see the spectacular finish. 9 out of 10 stars. This was written just days after the previous review.
Okay. Huh. So my guy likes the older woman as opposed to the Keeley Hazel. Interesting.
Ain't got no time for Keeley Hazel.
Underwear model. Why would I be bothered with that when I got a hot cougar?
It's what you don't show.
Right. The simple premise, I feel like I've read or heard that like this whole show is kind of just like a riff on the Wizard of Oz. We talked about that. Maybe I've talked to my girlfriend about that. I don't know if
we've talked about
that. Jason, Teddy, Lassie, is Dorothy out of Kansas and not in Kansas anymore because he's a American football coach. Everybody, yeah, I know football. Yeah, okay, I'll go across the pond. Yeah, what's going on? Oh, it's a different game over here. Huh? Wow. He's not in Kansas anymore, playing a different type of football, coaching these guys to do their thing. So I don't know what my point was with that, but you're a fool if you don't see it.
I think. Looking at screenshots from the show, what makes me not want to watch this is it's got that 2020s lighting.
I was going to say, the quote unquote cinematography. That's like,
Yeah, the like.
Probably also not helped by filming in like locker rooms where the lighting is going to be atrocious anyway.
Yeah, it's got the Walmart at like 3:00 in the afternoon. Look, the freaking halogen lights. Ugh.
It was 2020. We couldn't do much. Couldn't be asked for anything more than that.
That's true. I'm not convinced on this Ted Lasso stuff. I guess I have to watch an episode to see what the hubbub is about, but something about me just knows just knows that this is some weak shit. Do you have a review?
Yeah, I got some reviews for at least one. We'll go through one of some weak shit here. This is an Amazon review for the Lasso oscillating tower fan with remote 42-inch T42951 silver. Quiet standing fan for bedroom, office, and home. 3 speeds, timer, powerful cooling air, nighttime setting, and space saving, because it's a tower, I guess.
Me and Lasso go way back.
Yeah, Ted Lasso here. Amazon RVWS titles their review, "Have not regretted any purchase more than this one." Oh boy. Hold on to your butts. They write, "Have you ever bought a product so awful that the only enjoyment you'll ever get from it is when you reenact the baseball bat printer scene from Office Space? Well, that's exactly how I feel about this fan. Now that I've located my baseball bat, I'd like to share how much I regret purchasing this item. Problem number 1. After about a month of using it, it started giving off a high-pitched rattle. I tried a few things to make it stop. Readjusting the position, speed, turning on and off the oscillator. Nothing worked. Finally, I pounded on the top of the fan, and suddenly the noise was gone. To this day, the fan still makes that noise and will only stop after I slam my fist on the top of it, sometimes more than once. Problem number 2. I simply don't understand how the base of this fan passed QA. It's a cheap, flimsy piece of plastic junk. The base is circular, but one side is smaller than the other. It looks like they were aiming for a unique design, but forgot to make sure it lined up evenly with the fan itself before drilling the holes. I believe the intent was to have the larger side of the base in front, south, and the smaller side in back, north. However, if you're standing above the fan and looking straight down at it, the larger side faces southeastish, while the smaller side faces northeastish. It's so thin and poorly designed that the fan tilts to one side. Therefore, the one and only time I used the oscillating setting intentionally versus a troubleshooting technique for the high-pitched noise, the fan fell over and the base snapped in two. Unfortunately, I had a lot of friends over that day and needed a fan to keep air circulating in the room. A friend and I tried to glue it back together, but it was just too thin and wouldn't hold. Using tape worked for a while, but eventually the poor design was no match for the weight of the fan, so it toppled over and cracked in a different location. Fantastic. Problem number 3. Where is the handle? Is it the small opening underneath the buttons? If so, why is that slanted upwards? The fan slides right out of your hand when you're trying to carry it, and I'll give you one guess on what happens to the base when you drop it. Yes, the freaking base cracked again. There's a similar opening on the back of the fan, but it's slanted upwards as well. It seems like the only effective way to move this thing is to grapple it in a bear hug and awkwardly carry it to the next room. I truly hope the Office Space approach is as satisfying as it looks during that scene. We'll update with the results afterwards. 1 out of 5. There was no update.
Nice. A lot to unpack here. I've never had such trouble with that brand of fans. I tell you what. Lasso usually goes hard.
Usually lasts.
Lastco. And yeah, fans that get a little squeaky, you know, the good white noise turns into bad, evil red noise. That'll happen. Especially when it's the main earner fan, you know what I mean? When it's putting in work. You can't
that everyday fan. Forever.
Yeah. Especially if you're not wiping off the dust frequently.
The hair can get in there.
The squeaking thing, like, did you try cleaning it? And maybe unassembling, reassembling a little bit. Or just beat the shit out of it. Sounds like a temporary solution.
Any sort of obnoxious noise in my life, I tend to use my fists to solve that problem.
Get down.
You say something to me?
That's right.
Don't make me get my baseball bat.
I mean, and this one's got the night and day settings and stuff, so that, to me, that's a fancy one.
Yeah, too. It's doing its best here. It's trying to give you everything. The sun and the moon.
Yeah, I just can't help but feel there's a lot of user errors going on here.
I do understand the frustration with the base if it like is seriously under designed, and if you drop it and it cracks, that's like
sure, and it's like ovally. But I'm looking at Lasso fans on Google Images. None of these have weird oval bases.
Yeah, this one looks pretty darn circular. This was a review from 2017, so maybe they've updated their designs.
Sure, maybe there was at one time an evil oval base that they had to go through.
It's just asking for a tipple-topple situation. But hey, if you have to bear hug your fan, if you have to, or, you get some of the rock climber chalk powder and you reach your fingers in that upward slanted slot and you power grip with your fingers. Grip strength is one of the indicators of mortality. Your better grip means you're going to live longer. So maybe you need some practice gripping.
He said that the no handle thing really gets me. That's like a non-complaint because you grab it by the neck if it's one of these. You know what I mean? You don't need to. Yeah,
you choke hold that sucker. Don't make any noise or I'm going to slap you.
You hold it like the Grim Reaper holds his scythe. Like you don't need a handle on top unless you're like 40 feet tall. But even then you'd be big enough just to grab it.
Yeah,
this ain't no box fan.
Pause.
A lot of preconceived notions about this fan purchase.
Bizarre here. I go to their page and the user Amazon RVWS reviews have been hidden. What's the point then?
A little sus.
Who you hiding from? Lasso? Apparently.
Yeah, they're gonna send Ted to whip your ass. We never talked about how that lady was saying how Ted's handsome and sexy.
Yeah, Ted's so sexy with his, discreet handsomeness. I don't know. He did bring some mustache believers back after Parks and Rec was gone for a few years. People started losing sight of how good some thick mustaches can be.
I think we should go back. I'm still. There's people that look good in mustaches. I don't know. I could never. Maybe you'd look good in a mustache, Matt. You could be Ted Lasso in like some sort of stage play.
Yeah, I have had a few shows with some mustaches. Getting there is always the hard part. I usually have to like dye it or like use mascara to like fill it out.
No, you just gotta like turn Mexican for a week and get one of those Mexican big broom handle mustaches. Ooh. That would look great on you.
Yeah, thank you. I'll go for it.
Yeah, give it a try.
This fall, maybe I'm gonna be in I'm understudying. We'll see how this goes. A Dial M for Murder, a Hitchcock play adapted for the stage, and I'm old British Inspector Hubbard. So maybe Inspector Hubbard's gonna have a broom handle.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. A little Hercule Poirot.
Or you could just like kill Jason Sudeikis and take his power, a la Highlander. There can be only one, and then the mustache lightning strikes on. Yeah. Okay, we're off tangent. We got to take a break and reel ourselves in here.
Gotta focus up.
Lock in.
Hey everybody, thank you for listening to our lovely little podcast. If you'd like to go above and beyond in supporting our show, or have the most fabulous conversation starter since sliced bread, go to reviewparty.com. Click on shop and explore some fabulous t-shirt designs.
Where's your favorite place to wear a t-shirt?
On my body.
Mine is at the store.
That is a good place to wear a t-shirt. Reviewparty.com. Click shop.
Why stop there?
Don't stop now.
Don't stop me now, because I'm buying a t-shirt. I'm buying a shirt.
All right, might as well crack right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second half of the episode. Welcome. And welcome to cracking into this one. This one's been sitting on the shelf. No, it hasn't. This has been sitting on the shelf like just in the past week. Welcome to Upon Further Review. Ooh. Oh, man. It's like somebody just cracked a Sprite and you're like, oh, it's a summer day. The sprinkler's on. Give me some of that Sprite, man. Ooh. Refreshing. The chills run down your spine. You got some goose flesh, some goose pimples running along your arm. And you're ready for this refreshing Upon Further Review. What's that? It's one of our OG segments. It's where we look at what we thought we knew that just is omnipresent in our lives. We realize how little we knew about that thing that's been so foundational, so pivotal, so just like it's been a stalwart, always there. And we realized we were just a bunch of dum-dums and didn't know the secret history. It's like there are aliens among us. It's like the scrolls are all they were there the whole time. We didn't even know that wasn't Sam Jackson. It's
like these people are out here enjoying Ted Lasso.
And we didn't even know. Ted who? Today, in an interesting little twist of segments, we're going to look at Dear Abby. Oh, you mean that segment that we sometimes take Dear Abby's from the newspaper and read them? The advice columnist? Yeah, that's it. And I'm on Wikipedia now, and it says not to be confused with Dear Abbey, as in the church Abbey, DEER, where deer
the Dear Abbey, where all them deers are hanging out.
Yeah, that's like the offshoot of the Redwall series, I imagine. Anyway, Dear Abby, it's an American advice column founded in 1956. I can't fit it, man. God, weird tangent. I saw like this, what was it even a commercial for? There's some like Hank Hill, New Age Hank Hill, King of the Hill commercial. I don't know if it was for charcoal or something. It's like, he doesn't talk. It's just like him lighting a grill or something like that. And my dad saw it and he's like, well, that was good. I was like, yeah, that weirded me out. If you're going to have Hank Hill in a commercial, at least let him talk. Anyway, Dear Abby, founded in 1956 by Miss Pauline Phillips under the pen name Abigail Van Buren. That name, Abigail Van Buren, comes from the biblical figure Abigail from the book of Samuel and the former U.S. President Martin Van Buren. But here's the thing. What if I told you Dear Abby started in 1956, mere weeks after Pauline... Okay, I guess a little backstory. We learned her name is Pauline Phillips. She was born Pauline Esther Friedman, and she had a twin sister, Esther Pauline Friedman, because their parents were like, I really like the name Pauline. I really like Esther. Let's go Pauline Esther on one, Esther Pauline on the other. Don't worry, we can call one Popo and the other Epi.
Yeah, but being born a twin like pre-1975 seemed torturous.
There were only so many names to go around.
Yeah, they got real silly with it.
In any case, Pauline, aka Abby, started her Dear Abby column a few months after her twin sister Epi took over the Ask Ann Landers column, which was an advice column in the Chicago Tribune. That was started by a nurse in 1934 or 43, something like that. That's not as important. What is important is that Abby began months after her sister was Ask Ann. And this produced a lengthy rivalry and estrangement between the two sisters.
Let's go. Twins. They're hating each other.
So wild. Do I have anything to say about Ask Ann? She was kind of, just a few footnotes on Anne. She repeatedly expressed unpopular opinions. She was in favor of the legalization of prostitution.
Whoa.
And was pro-choice on abortion. It says in 1973, she wrote in support of the legalization of homosexual acts, but then she also, like, various times described homosexuality as unnatural before finally saying it was not learned. I don't know. She was, like, back and forth on homosexuality. And
listen, this homosexuality stuff's it's freaking me. It should be legal, but doesn't mean it's not freaking me out.
Yeah. In any case, when Anne died, she's like, ain't nobody taking over for me. And Ask Anne dies with me. So once Eppie bit the big one, the Ask Anne Landers was no more. That differs from Dear Abby, because when Popo's daughter was 14, Jeannie, she's like, hey, Mom, a bunch of teenagers are writing you, and I want allowance, so I could write responses to the teenagers you get, and if they're good enough, you give me allowance, and I can go see plays and stuff. And that's what happened. So eventually they were like a writing team, and eventually the OG Popo got old. And her daughter formally took over in like 2000, 2002. So it's now Jeannie Phillips. And what is Jeannie Phillips? Aside from being born in Minneapolis and raised in Eau Claire and going to school in the Twin Cities and stuff like that, that's why the advice is so good. That Midwestern, like, soft but firm. And here's the strange thing. Both Jeannie and Pauline, aside from both the Abby writers, were like, we're going to make gay marriage our thing. In 1984, the original Abby is like, if you've got a gay child, talk to the parents and friends of lesbians and gays. Because we're with that stuff. Not my screwy sister, Ask Anne. Dear Abby's like, you do you, boo. Where's that? But Jeannie, the daughter, she characterized her mother's style as softer, while she herself gets to the root of the problem quickly. And I feel like we've seen that in our Dear Abby segments. I should note, I just saw this myself. Like, there was something in the Chicago Tribune that it mentioned the twin thing, and I was like, oh, that's worth looking into. And now, in my research just this morning, a few weeks ago, on July 27th, 2026, Jeannie Phillips announced that she would retire and leave Dear Abby in the hands of her syndication editorial team. So here is her message to the readers. Dear readers, as anyone who reads Dear Abby knows, I have always stressed the importance of writing thank you notes. It is now time for me to put pen to paper. I have always considered you, my readers, to be my friends. Thank you for accepting me as warmly as you always have, and thank you for being willing to share your joys, pains, and frustrations with me these many years. Your trust is the greatest honor I have ever been given. You have taught me far more life lessons than I have ever taught you. I am now in my 39th year of penning the Dear Abby column, which started January 9th, 1956, written by my late mother, Pauline Phillips. When I began writing it in 1987, I promised myself that when the time came to retire, I would step aside to live life without a deadline. I am grateful for the support of my two loyal and able assistants, Stephen Andrews and Jose Fuentes. Please don't worry about me, my health is fine. I plan to indulge my long-postponed itch to travel. In the years ahead, my column will continue to serve you. It will be written by a capable editorial staff. Please wish me a happy retirement as I open this new chapter of my life. I love you all. Jeannie Phillips, a.k.a. Dear Abby.
Man, it must be sick to be Dear Abby. Have people give a shit about you.
Right? I imagine, like, even just like a little, ooh, a part of me is touched with that.
Yeah.
But hey, my guy, Jose, is going to be like, he's rolling up his sleeves.
Oh, yeah. The
boys' time to write.
Yeah, it's time for the boys to play. Let's go.
Well, yeah, that's, I don't know. As that other segment is titled, Thanks, Abby. I guess thanks OG Abby and daughter Abby and I don't know, Anne. I don't know if we like you here. You're a little too conservative for our style. Aside from the prostitution legalization, that's
you almost had it. You almost had it.
And the pro-choice thing, yeah. But that's some facts on Abby.
Yeah, thanks for showing us into Abby's world. She's like Abby's like just like a cultural figure. She's beyond. I'm sure the creators feel this too. That it's much bigger than them.
Yeah, hugely read and hugely known.
I got a huge review here. You know what I mean? It's normal sized.
Okay.
But this is for the Scott Professional Multifold Paper Towels, bulk 16 by 250 sheets, universal standard tier, absorbency pockets, compressed, compatible with universal fold towel dispensers.
Okay. Some good towels.
Some paper towels that come in the square bundles, sort of the cardboard wrapped bundles that you just shove in a dispenser.
Yeah, you pack them in too tight, so you try and pull one out and it tears. You're like, wow, my damp hands can't handle this.
Right. Well, let's hear from Rocka House. They say good choice.
Okay.
Great addition to a kitchen. I ordered a stainless steel container to dispense. Oh yeah, there's some typos in here. I'm gonna correct what I can, but I'm gonna have to read some as is.
Okay.
Ordered a container to dispense. A much better look than a roll of paper towels that make it look like you're gonna sit down to eat crabs. More absorbent than other towels. I have tried a bit softer. One towel will dry your hands. I prefer the white ones. 4 stars.
Racist. Hey, I mean, everybody's got their kitchen designed the way they want, but yeah, this is a lot of self-reporting here. This is some god-awful millennial gray, stark country white, gaudy, lifeless, soulless, hopeless kitchen where you can't be bothered to have a jar of fake lemons or, I don't know, heaven forbid, a copper saucepan hanging from the wall, giant wooden spoons or things like that. There's no whimsy in your life, is what I'm saying.
You better not be eating stuff that requires you to clean your hands.
This is my kitchen, folks. What do you expect? What do you expect? A lobster bib? Can we a lobster bib? A little lobster baby bundle?
You must simply crack the crab legs with your mind. Dip them in the butter. The butter, they need to dip themselves in the butter.
My good way. You're filming commercials in your kitchen with a little cranberry juice cocktail spill that you need to neatly wipe up. Miss me with that. Sometimes I like going to the barbecue restaurant where they got a big old thing of paper towels just mounted to the table, and you're like,
they know what's up.
We're strapping in here. They served me this on a metal tray. Just all my junk was tossed on a metal tray and given to me. And there's 3 or 4 sauces and bottles here, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna be playing like Mr. Science here, Dr. Dreadful.
Right. You gotta find your favorite sauce. That's half the fun.
Yeah, give me that Carolinas. Maybe a little bit more vinegary, please. Yes.
Yeah, the paper towels make me feel safe. Make me feel like whatever happens at this table, everything's gonna be okay.
I can do whatever. I went to. Oh man. It was pretty wild. Went to get some barbecue at a restaurant called, what is it, just Q Barbecue? I think it's like a small chain. And they had like a sink as well. They got the paper towels on the table, but by the soda fountain, there was just like a sink and a little sign that said, if paper towels aren't enough. And I was like, you know what? I'm doing it.
I've said it many times. An all-you-can-eat restaurant where the seats are all functioning toilets would go hard.
Yeah, some like Korean barbecue. You'd never have to get up.
Yeah, it's very. I the joke has already ran its course, and I'm back to like, that's disgusting, actually, when you think of the logistics. But
yeah, horrible. Horrifying.
But almost as crazy as a easy to access sink, but I understand. When you eat barbecue at home, you're at some point you're like, forget that, I'm not wasting any more napkins.
Yeah, you just sort of
the sink.
You start palming your cup because your fingers, they're all gunked up. Oh man, yeah. Rib night, you got the big bowl, you're just chucking bones in.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Yep. Sorry, in my household, you better eat those ribs with a fork and knife. And in fact, if I see it,
a drink, I don't know how much I've talked about it on the podcast, but I currently work at a pizza shop, Pizza Parlor, and I've never somehow these customers, man. I think it's just the evil city I live in right now. A bunch of the savages here. I've never seen greasier cups.
Oh.
We have similar cups to the classic red Pizza Hut texture.
Nice texture for those greasy fingers, I bet.
Right, but yeah, you go clean a table and it's like, what is this person wiping their pizza on their cups? Like, it's crazy. We need more of these universal 16 packs of towels, hanging about.
Just everywhere.
A little paper towel dispenser at each table would go hard, actually. Hanging up. Just at any restaurant, barbecue especially.
Yeah.
But you can't look like you're eating crabs now.
Jesus.
Eating mollusks.
Sorry, you know what? I've got toothpicks and I'm gonna serve you some trail mix in your own little cup. Okay? You're not gonna reach in there with your filthy little fingers. I'm not even gonna spoon it. I'm gonna preset them in little cups.
There's something pretentious about trail mix portioned out for a group. Mm-hmm. Everyone gets their own little trail mix.
No. I want to try and get as many raisins as I can. I want that big cluster that's stuck together.
Yeah. Forget trail mix. Just give me a mix of M&M's, peanuts, and raisins.
Yep. That's all I need.
That's the trail I'm going on.
It's been a while. I'm observing peanut and almond allergies these days, so.
Oh no.
I mean, I don't have to. Tessa's allergic to peanuts and almonds, and it's not like life-threatening. It's just like she might break out in hives. I'm like, okay, well, I can get on the sun butter train, and maybe it's because like her family like doesn't care at all. I'm like, okay, you need somebody to care about your allergy. So I will, even if it is non-life-threatening. Feels like a good boyfriend move. But man, almonds are so great, and good old raisins and peanuts with some M&Ms. Ugh.
Yep.
Sweet and
some cashews in there.
Woo. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like that was a pretentious review, so I got this. It's not a review, but it is from the internet, and it's been sitting in my hopper a while. It was a screenshot, probably, it was from like an ad on Instagram for an experience at a Hyatt Lodge. I've got here an image of people in the swimming pool, and they're all on inflatable twin-size mattresses.
Okay.
With pillows and blankets and like eye masks on, and there are candles all around the pool, and it says on top, luxury floating sound bath at the Hyatt Lodge. And it looks like there's a woman crouched. She's got like the sound bowls. I'm sure there's proper names for that. And then like the steel guitar, like the classic super cool sounding instrument. She's crouched there, and it looks like a nice ambiance. And then there's this review. It's pretty much review. It's a comment from Regina Karma. So maybe she thinks she's an authority. It's a comment from Regina Karma. She writes, gross. Doing that near and with so many people. There is no way the energies can all be okay in the same room. plus people snoring. You guys are lying on Walmart rafts in chlorine. Read that again, LOL. Like,
I mean, I don't know if would find it therapeutic to, like, I might get a little seasick closing my eyes and drifting around on these. So maybe it's not for me, but I don't think people do yoga in big groups. Like,
yeah.
People do, the
concern number one is not our energies competing in the same room.
Yeah, it's relaxing, Yeah. Maybe I don't want a massage in like 100 other people are getting a massage around me in sort of a massage therapist visits the bomb
weird
shelter
tantric,
sort of scenario. But this doesn't seem that bad. It's like going to a workout, like a cycling class or something, and being like, all these people going different paces than me are messing me up.
Yeah, it's gonna. Oh, yeah. What are you worried about?
I'm as like post-COVID xenophobic as the next guy, bro. But like, you gotta get over that stuff a little bit.
I don't know. What are you gonna like?
Civilization.
There's gonna be some astral plane fighting. You're all trying to climb the ladder to get to the astral plane and like kicking each other off.
Yeah, and then there's like Professor X when he goes to the Professor Xavier from X-Men when he goes to the astral plane to like fight other psychics. He always wears like some Roman armor that looks like it's made out of balloon animal type armor. Everyone's got that on. They're freaking fighting each other.
Hey, you get back to your little Walmart raft.
That was my first thought, though. It's funny they called that out. It's like air mattresses do not last the night. Like how many people are sinking?
Honestly, yeah.
Into the depths on these things.
I'm guessing you're out there for like an hour. I would hope for what they're probably paying. But yeah, you're gonna get that spot in the middle where your back and your butt is starting to dip. How do I get out of here?
Yeah, and then you start taking on water. You're slowly sinking.
That's not calming.
Yep, you're in another world. You don't hardly remember to breathe.
Plus, dang, these people. I'm seeing socked feet. I'm seeing bare feet. We got dogs of all sorts. Maybe that's. I don't care about energies competing. I'm caring about the smell of the chlorine, the smell of the plasticky rubber mattress. People's dogs. You're floating around. Your head might be near somebody's feet. I don't know, bro.
I guess I'll leave us with a story. There was a high school had the old sleepover birthday party.
Yeah,
it was very fun. We made homemade pizzas,
dude.
We played we had a LAN party. What sick game was that? Shadowrun for the Xbox 360.
Okay,
underrated classic, man.
Sounds cool.
It was like Counter-Strike, but you picked your like fantasy race and class, so you could be like an elf guy with a katana.
Yeah, that looks pretty sick.
Yeah, cool game. Should in a just world there'd be a free to play sequel with season passes or whatever the hell they do these days. But that's not the point of the story. That's just to set the mood of the sick night I was having. My friend had 2 dogs. I forget the Chihuahua's name, but that was like, yeah, don't go buy the Chihuahua. That thing's mean and won't like you. And then there was their boxer, Georgia. Very nice old dog. Breath smelled like hell. I was on a cot. In one of the raised cot things in the middle of the room sleeping. I remember waking up and rolling over, and Georgia's face was about 1.5 feet from mine. I think she wanted to climb into bed with me.
Oh.
And as I rolled over to turn and see her, she belched, and I got blasted with dog belch breath. And yeah, I just had to hold that. That just happened, and I have to lay here and try and go back to sleep with blasted by dog breath.
That's rough.
Yeah, so You never know. You might be floating around the pool, fucking dog farts in your face. That is a real fear she should have mentioned. But that's reviewparty.com, baby. Let's go.
With a bow on it, all wrapped up.
Beautiful, beautiful. We got new episodes every Tuesday. That's right. Hashtag Tuesday Reviews Day. If you'd like to send in a funny review for us, please do. Reviewparty.com at gmail.com. Leave your name so we can give you some credit. Oh yeah, it's your turn to talk. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
No, my bad.
If you want to reach out to us and say hey or send us some stuff not on the Gmail, hey, you can find us at reviewparty.com on Instagram and TikTok, at reviewparty on Blue Sky. We post our stuff to YouTube, and sometimes we write letterbox reviews ourselves as well. If you just want to engage and interact with our content, it's a totally cool way to pass your time. And we've got a website. I don't know if you've heard. It's called reviewparty.com.com. There's a blog, there's a shop, there's different listening platforms. If you're like, for this month, I'm going to give up Spotify or Apple Podcasts just because I want to try something different. I want to find a new me, maybe an artsy me who wears a fun cap. And I'm going to see what changes come from making this one little change. If big changes follow. You never know. You never know.
That's the fun of it. What I do know is the homies Nosebleeds let us use their song Bread for Breakfast throughout the episode as our theme song. You could say, if you want to hear more tunes by them, just search Nosebleeds wherever you get your music. Follow, subscribe, favorite, whatever the button is where you listen, hit it. It helps us a lot. Leave us a review on iTunes or Spotify. Recommend it to a friend who likes funny podcasts. That's the best way to support us. Matt's got a newsletter. You can turn on notifications on Spotify. You can probably do that on iTunes these days too. But I got a review to send us on out of here.
Let's go.
From Amazon. Jack Link's Mr. Beast original mini beef jerky sticks, 12-pack, 0.5 ounce. Individually wrapped protein sticks, 6 grams of protein per serving, made with 100% real beef meat sticks. We got the Mr. Beef branded beef sticks here.
Oh, yeah.
Review from Misty Best. They title it, Great Tasting Healthy Snack. They write, these are good. Myself and my kiddos love them, especially my almost 2-year-old. They are soft enough for her to eat. 5 stars.
Oh, God, no. I said gross. Don't get no kid gnawing on a meat stick.
You know, they just got it down to the tendrils and they're just sucking on it.
God, no.